What is going on? What is poppin' YouTube world? My name is Ghiman McKinney, or you can just call me Juice, because that is my nickname. I appreciate you guys for watching this video today. Be sure to smash this like button right about now, as it does help these videos get out to the public and my channel to grow overall. Subscribe to the channel if you're new as well. I do post a ton of great sports videos weekly, and almost every single day if I can, and turn on post notifications too, so you do not miss a single one of those videos that I post. It's only right, you guys. Marshawn Lynch, beast mode. I repeat, yes, Marshawn Lynch, beast mode. He is returning to the Seattle Seahawks for Week 17 versus the San Francisco 49ers and for the entire stretch run of the playoffs this season. Yes, Marshawn Lynch, former Super Bowl champion, former star running back for the Seattle Seahawks, a guy that was mainly responsible for that, run the Seattle Seahawks went on, that 2-year stretch run where they went to 2 straight Super Bowls, where they won a Super Bowl over Peyton Manning and the Denver Broncos high-flying offense. The second Super Bowl, they came up short to Tom Brady and the Patriots. Obviously, in my humble opinion, I believe that was the single worst loss in arguably sports history, okay? In my opinion, okay? Because all the Seattle Seahawks had to do in that Super Bowl was hand the ball off to Marshawn Lynch on the 1-yard line. They decided to throw the ball to Russell Wilson, and they blow their chance of becoming a dynasty. But guys, beast mode, Marshawn Lynch is back. This is shocking and surprising news to me. I know Marshawn Lynch did not file the official retirement papers to say, hey, I've officially retired from the NFL. But again, a lot of people thought that Marshawn Lynch had retired from football and that he was never probably going to come back. But again, he's back, and he's going to be back in the playoffs for the Seahawks, guys. And that's exciting because, guys, there's been so many great playoff moments that Marshawn Lynch has provided us with, whether it be running over by Green Bay Packers in the NFC Championship game, okay? Whether it be destroying the 49ers defense with Patrick Willis, Navarro Bowman, all those great elite players in NFC Championship games, the Beastquake run versus the, New Orleans Saints. I mean, he's just provided us with so many great playoff memories. The guy averages 4.85 yards per carry in the playoffs. I can't think of too many other running backs I would rather have in my backfield if I'm just talking solely the playoffs than Marshawn Lynch. I can't think of too many of them. And I don't know how much more he has left in the tank as a football player, because last year he did play a little bit, but he only appeared in a couple games for the Raiders last year before retiring. He wasn't great in those games. So Marshawn Lynch has been out of football for quite a while. But again, if he's deciding to come back on a short-term deal for the Seahawks and for a stretch run of the playoffs and to potentially maybe get to a Super Bowl, I think Marshawn Lynch has probably been working on his body and just working out and staying in shape. And they also signed Robert Turbin as well. So as a result of CJ Prosise, Chris Carson, and Rashad Penny, all 3 of those Seattle Seahawks running backs, they're out for the season. So Seattle, they need to do something at running back, okay? They bring in 2 guys, in Marshawn Lynch and Robert Turbin, who've been on the Super Bowl roster before, who are familiar with Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson and the way the Seattle Seahawks like to run their offense. So again, it's a lot of unknowns here, but guys, I'm excited. I'm excited as a fan. I want to see if Marshawn Lynch has another classic playoff run left in him. I want to see what he can do versus the San Francisco 49ers. I don't know if he'll be eligible to play versus them because he's just now being signed literally last night. So I don't know if he's going to be eligible to play in Week 17 versus the 49ers. But again, if he is, guys, the Seattle Seahawks really could use him. Obviously, we know what Russell Wilson can do. Russell Wilson, to me, right now, guys, is the best quarterback in football. I've been saying it for the last about year and a half. I believe Russell Wilson right now is the best quarterback in football. I do think Lamar Jackson will get my MVP vote because he's having a better season than Russell Wilson. But no person with the right brain right now is going to take Lamar Jackson over Russell Wilson right now, just based on what Russell Wilson has done throughout his entire career and what we're seeing this season. The guy's been sensational. But Seattle, their bread and butter is running the football. They're 3rd in the league in rushing. Obviously, CJ Prosise and Chris Carson going out versus the Arizona Cardinals in a disappointing loss. It potentially, drops Seattle, out of contention for the 1 seed. I don't think they'll get the 1 seed. The Packers are most likely going to get the 1 seed just because they beat the Vikings on Monday Night Football a couple hours ago, okay? You know, the New Orleans Saints, they could get the 1 seed, but that's only if the Packers lose that game. I don't see the Packers losing Week 17 to the Lions. The Lions are literally trying to lose, so Green Bay, they're going to take care of business in that game, in my opinion. The Detroit Lions are not very good. This is a very interesting move. Like I said, the Seattle Seahawks, they need bodies at running backs. They just need somebody, okay? Because it's very unfortunate. Also, you know, I feel that Marshawn Lynch and Robert Turbin, they're more of your traditional power backs, okay? They can get yards after contact. They can go in between the tackles, okay? And that's very key because DeJuan Brown, we don't know what the status of DeJuan Brown is. You know, their stud tackle, they're arguably their best offensive lineman. He's going to be out for the next roughly, I would say, 2 to 3 weeks. So again, we don't know the status of him. The offensive line's in shambles. This Seattle Seahawks team is dealing with a lot of injuries. You know, Quandre Diggs, Clowney, Shaquille Griffin. You know, they did not play versus the Arizona Cardinals, and they were really missing that game. The Seattle Seahawks got dominated at home by a Cardinals team that's going to be picking top 10 in the draft. I like Kyler Murray a lot, but Seattle's a flawed football team in some areas. They're banged up right now. I don't know. I think they've kind of peaked to some degree. Obviously, they've had Will Disley out for a while, but again, I think that what Seattle's doing is they're bringing in 2 guys that know their system, that know their winning culture and their formula in the playoffs, and they're bringing in 2 guys that are probably hungry. They want to prove themselves. You know, Marshawn Lynch, the last time we saw him in Oakland, he was not a great running back. You know, Robert Turbin was not great in Indianapolis the last time we saw him. So again, I think it's a good move for Seattle. I don't know how much of an impact the move will make, just because in order for Seattle to make some damage in the playoffs, I believe they're going to have to win their division, because I just don't see them going on the road 3 straight times and in the crazy NFC and getting to a Super Bowl. I just don't see it, let alone winning the Super Bowl if they get there, potentially versus the Patriots, the Chiefs, or the Ravens. 3 really good quality teams. So again, if Seattle can win their division, if they can win that Week 17 game versus the 49ers and probably lock up the 3 seed, I would give them a puncher's chance. Obviously, you got Russell Wilson and Pete Carroll. You know, the Seattle Seahawks are 10-2 in 1-score games, guys, okay? Well, I should say 10-1. Yeah, they're 10-1 this year in 1-score games, guys, okay? What that tells me is they're going to be, when the game's close, they have the appropriate coaching staff and a great quarterback that can take them over the top. Coaching and quarterback play matter in the NFL. Quarterback and coach has never been more important. But again, you need some bodies to run the football as well, especially if you're Seattle. I think Marshawn Lynch and Robert Turbin definitely provide a spark to this team. It's probably going to provide some excitement. Again, now that the playoffs are going to have to go through Green Bay and New Orleans, I just don't see Seattle going to either of those places and winning in the playoffs. I could see Russell Wilson maybe pulling something out of his hat, but again, I have a lot of unknowns with Lynch and Turbin. I don't know how this team's going to look. This team is very inconsistent. They barely beat the Bengals. They barely beat the Steelers. 2 teams they're just mad. The Bengals are going to be picking number 1 overall in the draft. They just lost to the Cardinals at home recently. They got dominated in that game. The Buccaneers game, they were not impressive. The Browns game, they weren't particularly impressive. The Vikings game, good win, but Dalvin Cook did get hurt in that game. So again, Seattle's a good team, but I don't know if they're stealing a Super Bowl. But again, I think with Russell Wilson on the team, they can make some noise. So again, I'm excited for this move. I think that, you know, Marshawn Lynch and Robert Turbin are going to provide a big spark to this team. So again, we'll see what they bring to the table. I'm excited. Does Marshawn Lynch have one more playoff run left in him? We shall see. Hopefully he's brought us Skittles. Be sure to comment whether you agree with me and disagree with me. Love to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video today. Be sure to smash this like button right now if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel if you're new as well. I do post a ton of great sports videos weekly and almost every single day if I can. A fun fact about me is I want to go into the sports broadcasting and media world. I want to become one of the next great sports broadcasters and analysts out in the world. Kind of like Colin Cowherd, Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharp. You get the point. Okay, I want to do sports, television, and radio for a full living once I graduate from the University of Toledo, a college in Northern Ohio. I currently am a freshman there right now. So the best thing you guys can do to just help me continue to grow as a young broadcaster is to just share this channel with all your friends, because potentially if this channel really gets somewhere, I want to start my own network, okay? Or potentially if it doesn't, or if I fall a little bit short, I want to go into a big time network like ESPN or Fox Sports 1. So the best thing you guys can do to just flat out just help me grow as a broadcaster, help me learn, get other people hip to this channel, just share this channel with all your friends, share this channel on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it on Instagram, all that good stuff. Also, be sure to follow me on all my social media platforms. And once again, guys, just share this channel with everyone you know. Get everyone hipped and watching these videos. Get my voice out there and heard. Share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it on Instagram, all that good stuff. It's been your boy, Ghiman McKinney, or you can just call me Juice. I appreciate all you guys for tuning in today. I really do. Have a God bless day. Stay motivated, you guys, and I'm out.